Oh, well, hey there. How we doing? Okay, welcome to my first attempt. Tyler tries live stream. It's not my first attempt, but it is my first attempt in a very long time. And it is now officially March, so I figure no better time to get back into it. Well, hey there. How you doing? Okay. Welcome to first. Alright, sweet. So that's working. Checking it all out from here. Alright. Cool. Setting up the iPhone, the Instagram as well. I think we're gonna do that too. So part of why I'm live streaming tonight is to let's hop off of all of this. Let's hop off of all of that, and let's check and make sure this is all working. Is this working? We checked it all last night, so it should be working. Might not though. Let's try this.
Hi, I'm Kara,
Oh my gosh.
and I love...
Go away. Oh, that's me. We checked it all last night. Oh, there we go. Cool. It should be working. Cool. It's working. It is working. Sweet. All right. Yeah, setting this up so we can also have this going on the Instagrams. Let's hop over to the other screen. All right. Dance class. Go. Sweet. All right, that's looking pretty good. Yeah. All right, cool. Let's get that recording. Sweet. Yeah. We'll play around with some rhythms. Do some TikToks. Some of them TikToks. Hope you're all doing well. Happy early March. I'll be wearing my terribly terrible hard shoes. They're falling apart, but they're slippers. Super easy to dance in. So yeah, pretty good. Let's get the shoes on. Let's get all the live streams going, and then we'll kind of get into today. I don't really know what I'm doing, but we'll see how this goes. All right. Anybody who's tuned in right now, how does that sound? Is that sounding good? We're clear? Let's hop over to here. Cool. Setting up. Choo-ka-choo-choo. All right. Showing my sound is good, so that's always good. It's always a good sign. So we're doing some promotions tonight. Promoting Real Rhythm. Performing with Maddie this coming weekend. We got a few final tickets. So we're gonna do some dancey dance to promote it. Yeah. right, this works. See, ta-da. I put the Instagram on that. See how this works. Do-do. All right. Oop. Let's bring the camera over. I'm new. Oh, yeah, we're good. Good, good, good. Okay, cool. Check, check, check. Cool. All right, let's get this guy over here. How should we do this? Good old stool. Let's go with that type of option. Well, it seems like it's... Let's pick you up. This is a process, guys. I don't know if you're seeing this. I'm trying to set this up so that it doesn't fall over. Okay. All right. All right. Now to go live. The power. Power cord set up. Let's get. Sorry for the delay, guys. We're setting it up, getting this all ready to go. Hope we're all doing well. All right. All right. Checking connection. See if we can go live on YouTube and Facebook. Sweet. We're live on Instagram too. Sweet. So right now we're live on YouTube and Instagram. How are we doing? This is Tyler. So I'm live right now primarily to bring awareness to the show I'll be doing this weekend with Maddie. Real Rhythm is performing this weekend in Delaware. If you're in the East Coast area, Delaware is kind of in that central area. And how we doing? Kieran Riley, how we doing? You're in Epcot? Jeez. Jealous. We are promoting the show, getting it out there. We've got about 10 tickets left to sell for each night, Friday and Saturday. So ticket links are in my Instagram bio. Also YouTube, if you're tuning in from there, it's in the little caption below. I don't know which one that tuned into. So I figured I'd do some like dances, some play around with some rhythm. How's the picture? Is that clear or not? Yeah. Do some dancey dances. Have some fun. The picture is a whole lot better on YouTube. So if you're tuning on the Instagram, head over to YouTube. It's a lot better. I'm using the good camera for that. But I figured I'd reach out to you guys on there as well. But yeah, Real Rhythm this weekend. It's gonna be sick. Yeah, cool. How we going? That one Irish. How we doing, man? Oh, we're all surviving. We're all sticking, staying alive through this during this downtime for Irish dancers, So yeah. I figured also, you know, while we're doing this, I just started learning the whole TikTok thing, and thank you, speaker. I figured I could work on some of those live, and if anybody has any tips or any tips or tricks on that, definitely let me know because I'm still very clueless to it. Yeah, yeah. So there's that. So let's just get into it. Where's my phone set? Okay. So YouTube's terrible. They don't let me play like music without it getting like copyrighted and all that stuff. Makes sense. But so we can't really play too much music, or at least I don't want to like test the waters yet. But yeah, I found a clip on TikTok. It's a regular treble reel, and yeah, I figured we'd play around with it. I'm wearing my slippers. They're basically shoes that are falling apart, but they're fun. I want to start with my I've done that intro like a million times. I want to use that and then kind of go into something new. I think that would be cool. Something like that. Yep. Something like that. Playing around. What are we doing, guys? Yeah. Toe. Tick up. Maybe over the top. Whoop. Hop over the foot. Yeah, that'd be fun. Up, toe. Something like that. Yeah. Hot treble. Nah, we're onto something. Up. See, like I want to do like a back click, but I want to keep going this way. And normally when you do a back click, you turn in the direction of your planted shoulder. So that just feels awkward. So I don't know. How's that looking? I don't know. I definitely don't like doing back clicks and like it feels like you're going like against the grain on that. It actually doesn't feel too bad. Cool. Can I cry? Yeah, how we doing? All right. Guys, so I'm on Instagram Live basically to just kind of send you to YouTube. This camera is it stinks. It's my iPad front screen. It's really bad. So head over to YouTube. That's where I'm doing the live, and it's a much better camera. So that's a little bit more fun. Yeah. Hopefully you're doing well. Again, Real Rhythm this weekend. I'm just gonna keep saying it. Link in the bio. Let's keep going into this step. So here we go. That actually feels cool. I thought that back click was gonna be really awkward, going over the top, and then it's pretty cool getting back to the center like that. Yeah. Oh, I should be checking the chatty chat. I don't know why I'm not doing. Oh, yeah, it's this. All right, I gotta turn this down. Okay. I'm terrible at pronouncing names. Kislani. Hi from Budapest. How are we doing? Budapest, that's amazing. That's a lot far away from here. Delaware. Thank you, very nice. Emma, you're back. Thanks for stopping back, and thanks for being helping me test out this last night. I went live last night, back in at like midnight last night, just to test the YouTube live to see if it worked on the computer and the camera and all this stuff and the mic and assuming nobody would be turning up there, but they did. So I had a bunch of people tune in, and so we were all testing it together. I was like, does this mic work? Is this like blowing up the mic? Yeah, and we were testing it all out. So it was great. It all kind of worked out. Yeah. So thank you for tuning back in again. Yeah. Kira Sexton, one of the best dancers ever. Thank you. That's very nice. I was a part of this really cool motivational program she was running. And yeah, great person. Thank you for tuning in. What a huge piece of sprung floor you have. Yeah, this is an Omara floor. Yeah, Omara does some pretty cool stuff with their floors. It's nice and sprung for older dancers like myself that need a little extra give on the joints. So that's all good. Back click sounds cool, but sounds like you need another beat step in there. Feel that. All right. Okay. All right. Let's get back to this dance. And Instagram-y people, head on over to YouTube. I'm checking the comments that it's hard to like, jump in and back. So I got them here. Yeah, we're just playing around with some rhythms, talking about Real Rhythm performing this weekend. If anybody's in the Delaware East Coast area, yeah, let's get it. All right. So something like I did. Diddly toe. 7, 2, 3, and 8, 2, 3. Diddly toe. Something like that. Miss a click. Ooh. Oh, this just seems like a lot of movement, guys. Maybe we nix the turn. We just keep it to the front. So I was trying to like turn it all the way around. Maybe we just do this and then keep it to the front. Front's this way. I guess I could be dancing this way too, but actually that might make sense, yeah. Woo! Something like that. Yeah. Enter bolento, kick up in the pinto. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah. Here we go. Diddle-da. Diddle-da. Something like that. something totally not Irish, but I kind of like that style of doing something very like technical Irish, but then mixing it up with other influences every so often just to kind of shake it up a bit. So that trick there is not Irish. It's got a back treble in there. For the Irish dancers out there, that's a back treble. But you're pulling back off that front foot as well. So that could be fun to do, yeah. Da. Oh. So 7, 2, 3, and 8, 2, 3, and bam. Da 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 da. Something like that. I like that. Da 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 da. Jump. I don't know. 7, 2, 3, and click, click, jump. Something like that. Something silly like that. I like that. Will Ferrell. Wow, blast from the past, man. How you doing? Not Will Ferrell, the comedian. Will Ferrell, the Irish dancer. He's actually an old student of mine. Oh, man. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, the ceiling's a little bit taller. Just a little bit. I've managed to get pretty close there sometimes, so. Is it a piece of cake for you to carry out a bicycle jump in heavy shoes? Yeah, if I'm wearing like soft, slippery shoes like this, yeah, like it's pretty decent to do, you know, a regular bicycle. If I'm wearing a brand new pair of hard shoes though, like, no chance. That's a cool step. If anybody has any like requests, like anybody wants to go over any types of tricks or anything, let me know. Let me just check the Instagram feed. Thank you, Finley Irish Dancing. Yeah, very nice, guys. Head over to Instagram, head over to YouTube. It's a better camera. This is my terrible iPad camera, but I figured I'd say hi through here too. Yeah, I should probably say something like that. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Promoting Real Rhythm. We're performing this weekend in the Delaware area. So if you're around, we got a few more tickets left. Figured I'd hop on the live stream and say hi to everybody. Okay, cool. And if you're tuning in from, no, I don't want to comment. If you are on the Instagram, this camera stinks, head over to YouTube, that camera rocks, and we'll get the conversations going. If you guys want to go over any cool tricks. Wow, beautiful bicycle jump. Let's talk about the bicycle. So like, a lot of like Irish dance tricks come from like a blur effect, like doing something so efficient and evenly sped that like it gives you that blur effect where you're not really sure how do they do it, but really usually in some of these tricks there's like a key trick to it, a trick to the trick. There's a key trick to it. And before you learn bicycles, I would highly recommend to learn like a double butt kick. There's 1,000,001 different names for that trick, but jumping into the air off one leg and kicking your butt twice. In the chat, if you know any other names for that, let me know. Let me hear them. But double pump, double butt, double, I don't know. That's the proper way to call it. but I would learn how to do a double pump, double bum kick first, because that's basically the same movement as a bicycle. With a double butt kick, you're doing this, and then with a bicycle, you're fitting a opposite leg butt kick in between it. And that's really mechanically the only difference there. So there's a bit more of anticipating. You're not just launching off this, whatever launch foot you're using. You got your launch leg, if it's your left foot. With the double butt kick, you're just focusing on launching off that leg and landing on it. But when you start doing a bicycle, you're taking it one step further. You're launching, and as soon as you launch, you have to engage it to go up and kick your bum as well. So this leg is going up as well. Okay, so same idea. Just a little more action off of the old front leg. But the same move, I would learn double butt kicks first and learn how I kind of figured them is really that first bum kick, you really can get that before you even leave the floor. So like if you're going a 1-2 switch step, you can already be going into that jump and be here, so that like the first movement you do when you launch into the air is actually bringing that back leg down to then get that second pump. So if you're here, you go down, up, down. And then bicycles, it's just one step further. Again, you're not just launching off your launch foot, but you're launching and immediately bringing that up. And then the bicycle factor is once you get that movement down, you want it to go kind of in that circular motion of like, you're riding a bicycle. Yeah. Good stuff. Just checking the comments, guys. Appreciate all that. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Piece of cake, bicycles. Yeah, I mean, it takes practice. A lot of these tricks take practice, Any good treble jig tips or tricks? Yeah. Let's do that next. Here's what we're going to do. So we're going to put that on the screen. Any good tips or tricks on treble jigs? So we're gonna tackle that right now. So let's see if I can turn on some music, some musica. Turn on some music. Good old FEIS app. I assume open treble jig stuff. Some of my favorite drills are like super simple. All right. Let's connect the speaker. That might be a good start. There we go. Bluetooth speakers, guys. It might be loud. Sorry. No? Doesn't know what it wants to do. Oh, there we go. Ooh. Yeah. So like one of my favorite things to do with treble jigs, like drills and ways to answer your question, good treble jig tips or tricks. Separate things. Drills aren't fun, but they're like the best thing to do to like get efficient at something. Because with Irish dancing, there's like we're always doing like 1,000,001 things at one time. So drills are nice because you can dial in on one thing, which is awesome. So a lot of what I'll do is pick something I want to practice and separate that with either a bang start or a jump start and use that as my transition. So if I'm just doing treble hop backs, for example, and dancing it to treble jig. This is how I would tackle that. Oh. And so on and so forth. And sometimes, I would, instead of the jumps, straight jumps in between, I would do like a bang and triple hop back. Or you can do 8 bars of one, 8 bars of another. One or the other, you know, and there's other ways you can separate them, but using those as transitions and little bridges, they're super simple. You can just focus in. So if I'm just practicing my treble hop backs, then I can just focus on that, but have a little break in between while staying kind of dialed in on that one trick, whatever it is. Yeah, so there's a few different ones you can do of that, a few different tricks that kind of fit that scheme. Yeah, that's one of my favorites, separating it that way. Cool. Whoop, let's run over here. Let's just check really quick. Ta-da. Okay. Let's see. Love your videos. Thank you. I had so many problems learning the bicycle jump. Yeah. I love when it just clicks, when something just sorts itself out. That's fantastic. Congrats. Yay! That's awesome about the FEIS app. Great. Dylan says, how important would you say it is for boys to learn birdies and rocks? Birdies and rocks. All right, Instagram, I'm gonna move you like a little bit this way because I'm just gonna sit for a second so you can kind of see me. Again, I'm on the YouTube live that has the different cameras and stuff. This is just a janky iPad screen, just so I can still see you. Head over to the YouTube live. That's where I'm answering questions and all of that. Yeah, I should probably make a pinned note or something like that on there, but that's what we're doing, answering questions, having fun. So Dylan asked, how important would you say it is for boys to learn birdies and rocks? I think it's super important. I mean, I could name off a bunch of male Irish dancers right now that would do a solid job with a slip jig. You know, I think we're in this day and age now where, you know, all tricks are on the table. And yeah, I mean, if you learn how to do a birdie, you're going to also learn how to launch for a regular leap, or you're going to learn how to launch for a regular, like, split, click, other trick, you know, like, definitely in my competitive years, I was, you know, not necessarily doing birdies, but I was doing other big jumps, and practicing those big jumps, I got pretty strong at launching for birdies. Like, if I just wanted to throw one in like a performance or something, then I could do it. I think the more tricks you're strong with, the more versatile you are, and just beyond competition even, like that makes you a more versatile dancer to do more with your dancing. And rocks, I wish, so guys, if there was one trick that I like could work on and practice more of and be better at, that's the trick. I'm terrible at my rocks. So if anybody wants to teach me rocks, I'm like your first student. Yeah, I wish that I was better at rocks, because now I'm teaching and I'm doing this channel, teaching some tricks and whatnot, and I want to throw in the occasional rock, or if we're playing around with St. Patrick's Day, and there's rocks in that, I'm like the absolute worst at like showing it. I like to be able to show by example, and my rocks are just terrible. So I'd say go for it, especially if you like those tricks. Like, why not? Kizlani, may I ask how many heavy shoes you have used in your Irish dancing career? Count them from your childhood. Oh my God, I can't do that. I would not be able to. That's how many. Oh my gosh, and we're falling over. I can just show you what I'm off location. I'm not in Chicago right now, but I can tell you. Lululemon bags. Here's what I got right with me. So I got my slipper shoes. These are falling apart. So yeah, these are my go-tos if I need to perform and have my feet look pretty. Then, ooh, that's it for Irish shoes. Then I've got triple build K360 tap shoes with Irish heels. This is for fun stuff. Then I've got regular K360, not triple build, with Irish heels. And then I just have regular tap shoes. So granted, I'm not home right now, or else I'd have more shoes to show and it'd be really like startling. But I mean, I've got 5 pair with me, and I like to have Irish shoes with me at all times. But I like playing around in these shoes, these types of shoes, the tap shoes that have Irish heels, just so that I can get a little bit more speed with some of the more modern-y tap rhythms. And then, yeah. So it's always good to have backups too. Half these pairs don't even have shoelaces attached, because I've been popping so many shoelaces that I've been just kind of pulling laces from the shoes I haven't been using as much. But yeah, I just keep them all in a Lulu bag. Take them with me wherever I go. They make a great, for those of you into fitness, a big bag of hard shoes makes for a great barbell, or a great set of dumbbells. So I need another bag, and then we're good. If you don't have dumbbells on you, I'm sure that there's a lot of weight to that. Okay, let's see. Oh, I'm really far behind, guys. Let's move. All right, Instagram. Let's talk. So I'm doing YouTube lives on a much better camera. Head on over to YouTube, Tyler Schwartz Dance. That's where the good camera is. Let's get rid of this. Let's play some music in the background. Ooh, some vibey music. Hope you're all having a great Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. Real Rhythm is performing in Delaware Friday and Saturday. Tickets in the bio and the caption on YouTube. If you're in the area, it's not live streamed. It is a live show. We're going to be as safe as possible, reduced capacity. Yeah, we're excited. We're excited to perform. Figured I'd hop online and let y'all know there's 10 tickets left on each day. So if you're in the area, want to see some live performance safely, it's a great opportunity. Okay, I'm really far behind on these questions. Sorry. This is awesome. Looking forward to... Oh, gosh. Okay. Love your videos. Thank you. Bicycle Jump. Ethan says... Looking forward to joining... Yeah! No worries. We're just kind of playing around today. Retweet. Oh, sorry. Okay. How do you keep your energy up thoroughly the whole dance? I like that word, thoroughly. I could never type it. That's always one of my words when I'm like texting that I can never, I think, autocorrect all the time for that. How do you keep your energy up thoroughly the whole dance? Muscle memory is the big one. Over time, dancing something at the same time over and over and over at the same level brings you to the higher energy level. That's the biggest thing. People are always like, should I swim laps? Should I run miles? Should I do all this and that? Like, guys, I did soccer more serious than Irish dancing during my earlier years, and would run a lot, do all this and that. But even like that stamina I built in soccer didn't connect as much as I thought it would 4 hour dancing. As much as I hate saying it, like the best way to build that energy and that stamina is by just dancing it and going out there, just dance like however long your piece is, if it's competitive or performance or whatnot. Dive into it head on, give it your full energy, your full expression. Assume that you're gonna die at some point, you're gonna lose some energy, but push through, rest, recover, and then dive back into it and try to push that level further and further. Eventually, and it's different for everybody, but eventually that stamina goes up because the muscle memory kicks in and gets more, your brain starts finding ways to make the movements more efficient. Okay, so that's like the biggest thing. That's a great question though. Thanks for asking that. Please show a rock. I'm curious how yours is. Oh my gosh. All right, let's do it. All right, here's the question. Please show a rock. If you're just tuning in, I mentioned, you know, what's the one trick that I am not great at and wish I had learned it better is a rock. And if anybody's going to teach that online, I'm going to be your first student. But to my knowledge, you want to be kind of swinging from, you're pushing your body weight from one foot to the other. And then you're also trying to keep everything pretty tight together. You want to keep all those gaps together. So if you're doing rock, rock, that would be my best attempt right now. Yeah. That's all I got. That's all I got. And I wish it were better. I wish it were better. But that is as good as it gets for me right now. Actually, let's check this really quick. Okay, cool. Yeah, if you're on the Instagram, head over to YouTube where I have a much better camera going on. This is my iPad face like camera. It's really bad. I'm so sorry. Okay, show us a rock. Okay, that was my best rock. I wish I had learned more. Have some of my tea. Is it safe to say females are better at rocks than males? That's what I experienced. So I think directly because I never had any steps that had rocks, I never got better at them. I think if we put a trick in your dances for a long time, eventually you get better at them. So I never had that added to my steps. But, you know, at the same time, like if the trend started pushing, you know, rocks more in male Irish dancing, you know, I don't think it's a male-female thing. I think because of some factors, yeah, I'd say generally female dancers are better at rocks than the male counterparts. But yeah, that's a good question. Started doing Irish step last fall, but when I discovered the Shawanoes, I started doing that mostly. That's awesome. Yeah, no, it's very similar. I mean, it's still rhythm, you know. Mine are terrible too. Yeah. Good, we can all be honest here. I'm not great at. All right, we're all on the same team. I think we need to find somebody to teach us rocks. All it takes, it takes much work to break. Yeah. And I already did a video on that. To break in shoes, you just wear them. That's kind of I guess that's my opinion on like stamina, on breaking in shoes, on building anything is by doing it. You know, wear your shoes, dance your dance. It gradually gets better. Have you ever tried Highland dancing? So I just found out from my grandmother that I might be Scottish and not Irish. Yeah. I might be Scottish. I've never done Highland dance. I've seen it. I think they're the coolest dancers ever. They have much stronger calves than me because they're constantly jumping. Yeah, it's intense stuff, especially when they bring out the swords. Hi, Tyler. How do you get those overcrossed tip switches like in trad sets at the end of Blackbird? How do you get those overcrossed tip switches? Well, let's see if we can figure this out. Over to dance stream. Oop, nope, we're not doing rocks anymore. Tip switches. I'm trying to think of my and lots of rocks at the start of Blackbird. Me 1, 2, 1. Bang toe heel, and rock rock. I think I might be on the wrong foot actually. Whoops. Gotta brush up on my Blackbird. But is that what you're talking about at the very end of the dance? That area, that like final push. I think that's what you're talking about. That's a pretty distinct ending in Blackbird. Let me grab my phone so I can watch the comments. Whoop. Oh, actually, I probably can't check it on here now, because this is playing some lovely music in the background. Yes, I have multiple phones. Let's see. I gotta check the.
If you're trying to lose belly fat.
My goodness. How do I check the comments? How bad am I at this? I don't even know how to access the comments. Let's see. Oh, cool. Here we go. Sweet. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, Thomas. Great. So I've never been a fan of the like swing around switching feet, like bringing it around there. I've always thought that the most efficient way to cross over actually comes back to like when we first do like just like walks up the floor. Like everybody's done a like penguin walk type of drill when they first learn Irish dancing, and then they slowly learn to do like the walk toe to heel, heel to toe type of way. And when you're doing that, you're carving over that calf muscle and sliding that foot over, and vice versa, moving forward. And I think that is the connection there that you're talking about, like how to get more efficient, fast crossover in that area. If you're talking about that, for me, where I find my speed is where I make that change as efficient as possible in the crossover, and the fastest, most efficient route for me would then be right over the calf with my heel and over, as opposed to like swing it all the way around. I just get a little bit more speed while also not like sacrificing too much gap. If that makes sense. So one of the things I would tell you to practice is actually take it back a notch, throw on a reel, and do walk exercises where you're going from the heel to toe, into the toe to heel. Heel, toe, toe, heel. Heel, toe, toe, heel. Every bar. Actually, I could put on a reel. Here. If I were to put on a reel, we've all done drills like this, where we're going up the floor, and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way to 8, and then doing 8 going back, and a 1, 2, 3, 4. But the added twist of it is you're not just like picking up your foot all at once. You're taking your heel off the floor, then your toe, then putting your toe down, and then slowly putting your heel down. So it's not just like clap, 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 but you're actually like picking it up, curling it over, pointing the toe through, and vice versa, going the other way. But while you're doing that, you're slotting and carving over that calf muscle. And doing that and getting more efficient with that kind of builds that muscle memory to then when you start, working on that with your trebles, hop, triple, hop back, you're doing that same movement that same movement carries over. It's a lot of muscle memory. That's kind of the point. Yeah, that's kind of where we're going with that. Yeah, struggling with penguin. Yeah, I'd say if you can build it away from the penguin, leave the penguin at home. After a certain point, like obviously when you're first starting out, you want to keep that turnout. You want to be focusing on that. But after a while, you want to add something more to it. You want to make it more challenging. You want it to be more true to what you're going to be doing in an actual step. So you want to pick up that heel, then the toe, carve it around your calf, keep the knees connected, closed, and then toe, heel. So you're carving heel, toe, or heel, toe, toe, heel, toe, heel, and then building that speed. Definitely helps then translate to the hard shoot. That's one of my favorite drills. It's super simple, but like, yeah. I'm just gonna keep repeating it. Yeah, Instagram, and we've only got a few people there now, so that's I think we've made our point. I think I can probably head off of this. How we doing, Jack Porter? We're gonna hop off this pretty soon, and yeah, head over to YouTube Live. That's where we're doing this. Figured I'd do this to kind of send people to the better camera. Instagram Live's just not fun. Yeah, it's you can only make it so pretty. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna shut off Instagram. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see if I can save this. And now, download video, saved. Cool. And I'm gonna probably not share that. Okay, cool. Cool. All right, I'm gonna turn that camera off. Just to you guys. All right, let's put the music back on. We'll just have that playing in the background. Okay, you're welcome, Thomas. I hope that was a good enough answer. That's probably where I'd go first with that to answer it. You know, it's not an easy question. How do you get faster trebles? You know, it's not. Yeah, it's tricky. How do you? Okay, crossed over. Please show a rock. Yep. Please do some rocks. I did. Drop it, people. It's as good as I can do. I promise to practice my rocks. Oh, fairly good. I'll take it. Second one looked good, pretty good. Try to do a rock one, sprain my ankle. Well, that's one of those tricks. So rocks are tricky in that you can very easily go over on an ankle if you're not doing them properly. That exchange of body weight, I know, is very important. If you overdo it, you can hurt yourself pretty easily. Do a cool boys reel trick that's good for steps. What are ways to get better heel spins? Oh my goodness. I hope this wasn't too long ago. Do a cool boys reel. Okay. Cool boys reel trick? The best, well, I think, first of all, you know, I think everybody can do any kind of trick, you know. I'd say boys are more synonymous with the heel clicks because they got the heels in soft shoe. But yeah, I think anybody can do any trick. But I will say one of my favorite tricks right now is the like split click, like a double click that you split in between. So instead of just like double click, you're holding the space in between it, either by holding it and then kicking forward or holding it and kicking it back. And that's one of my favorites right now, though. That's one of my favorite ones. And I just did a video where I was exploring, like, you can basically do those in a row if you don't. Normally people will go and do a toe, but if you put the foot down at the end, you can basically prep and do it again and again and again. You can go, and you can just keep doing that trick. So I think that's a really cool trick that I've been playing around with, experimenting, toying around with lately. So, not sure if that answers your question. Yeah. Run it back, run it back. Default scene, let's go. Do a cool trick. All right. Where's the rocks? Yeah, some shoes are better to do rocks than others. Struggle with the penguin. Wondering if you ever had pain in the hips or exaggerated turnouts. So, let me turn down this a little bit. So I've actually broken my pelvis before. I cracked my pelvis Irish dancing. I don't talk about it too much, but that's probably my worst injury. Probably the scariest one. I was warming up for a competition and planted for a big trick in my soft shoe, and that planting leg before I jumped just snapped. I felt a huge pop and I immediately went down. That was a really scary one. I've also gotten an avulsion fracture in my hip from doing like a big split click into the air, like really working the hip. So I would wrench the leg back and then wrench it forward for a big swing up. And yeah, it's hips, knees, and ankles are scary. You always want to be careful. You always want to stretch and coddle the muscles that are surrounding those areas so that they don't get too angry at you, basically. How did you figure out how to properly execute challenging moves? I know I struggle with learning more challenging moves up for my steps. So I'll say for sure, like, a lot of tricks build off of each other. So here, let's go over to. I'm terrible. Let's put that up there. How do you figure out how to properly execute challenging moves? So like a lot of tricks build off of each other. So like one of my favorite tricks is the drum, just doing your drums. I've really enjoyed like getting stronger at that trick, getting them more flashy and all that stuff. And over time they've gotten flashier because I've built that muscle memory to be so comfortable just doing them in my sleep. There's a lot of tricks that build off of that, like a drum pullback. And I've gotten stronger at that through being more efficient with my drums. If my drums weren't fully like locked in and I probably wouldn't be able to smoothly go into that next trick. Or like doing multiple ones or pairing that with a drum pullover. There's a lot of tricks like that build off of each other. So if you learn one, it makes it a little bit easier to step onto that next platform and step onto the next platform. So like we were talking earlier about birdies. Well, if you're already pretty strong with your leapovers, you have a bit of a leg up learning birdies. I wouldn't say learn a birdie without learning how to do a proper leapover. There's steps to it. So like, yeah. That's why it's so important, some of those earlier tricks, to be really strong with them. Even if they're like not the most fun, not the most tricky, challenging, or any of that, you want to get really strong at them because normally they connect with cooler tricks. That's kind of where I'd probably leave it at that. Yeah. Whoop. Let's walk it back. Walk it back. All right. So I hope that answered that question. Yeah. All right. You do these tricks as they were so. I mean, I'm saying, like, when I was very young, I practiced double clicks nonstop, and I was always experimenting. I was like, what if I kick my butt in between and like do, like a lot of, tricks come about from just like the what ifs. Like, what if I do this? What if I spin it? What if, and then you just practice it a million times. Not that I had a lot of free time on my hands, but like I always, I liked working on it. Have fun and embrace the boring parts of dance, because sometimes that really helps you when trying to do the fun stuff. Okay. Woo. Cool. All right. Having my tea. Having my late night tea. It's 8 o'clock here. I don't know what time it is for all of you people. Yeah. Emma says, I injured my hip about... By the way, if you guys don't want me to highlight your comments or anything, just let me know. I figure it's easier because then you can see what I'm reading. I don't know. I injured my hip about 3 weeks ago and can't do as much as I used to. Oh no. Okay, well I hope that gets better. I'm definitely like some of my biggest injuries, like when I first got back to dancing, I couldn't do as much as I had before. Like instantly it was like, okay, I can dance, but I can't like, jump and do whirly bird spin arounds and all that stuff. You know, and my doctor's always like, you're gonna want to do all this. You're gonna need to take your time. So take your time through that, and I hope you feel better. I need to get a better light. I feel like this is like giving me raccoon eyes. All right. Avulsion fracture in my hip last year. Yeah. Woo. Restrict you from anything because I still feel it sometimes. Yeah, it's... So I haven't gotten one in years, but calling it like a hip tweak, or like when your hip flexor, when you just pull it just a little bit too much. I still get that quite a bit, and it's one of those tricks that like, it's one of those tweaks that like if that happens, I go, oh, you know, I know exactly what that injury is, and I tone everything down moving forward, and I let it rest and then heal properly. It is something that I kind of have to deal with, but you gradually learn how to like, no, it's like if you have like weaker ankles, you learn pretty quickly that, you know, you need to, if you're gonna do certain dances like soft shoe, you might want to tape them. You might want to tape your ankles each time you go out there. You learn things over time. You know, you get that wisdom. You know that maybe you can't do this sort of trick or this movement if I haven't warmed up properly or done this or done that. You know, if there's something that you know forgot. Yeah. Good question. Or that, I guess it's one. I guess it was a question. I'm glad I answered the question. All right, fun question. Better be fun. All right, let's see it. Have you ever tried to impress females with Irish dancing? Well, I think that's a very human thing to want to impress, you know, people, any kind of people, you know, with what you do. Yeah, I think I did occasionally. So, fun fact in Irish dancing, there's not too many boys in Irish dancing. There's a lot more girls. And when I grew up dancing north side of Chicago, I was in a classroom, just me and a sea of girls. So, I mean, I don't know. I guess I'll leave it there. Actually, later on, my younger brother got, you know, rose up in the ranks and was in my class. So there were two boys in the class, but like, I had to very, very early on learn how to talk to girls and stuff, and you know, because they were the only people in my class. Yeah. Yeah. That's a fun question. First to admit it, yeah, you know, what am I gonna say? Like, I think that's a very human thing to want to impress the people you like, whether it's, you know, just friends or whatnot. You always want to look cool. So, yeah, there's always those. There's some of those tricks that we do in Irish dancing that's just like, there's no other rhyme or reason to it. They're just fun to do. Yeah. Yeah. So, guys, we're just hanging out, doing some tricks. I'm talking about real. Actually, it's pretty close to the logo. Real Rhythm. It's the production I'm a part of that is Irish dancing and tap dancing combined. It's really cool, and we're performing this weekend in Delaware. So if you're around, it's a live show that we're doing safely. We are. It's all going to be in person. It's reduced capacity, separated by tables. It's a dinner theater, so everybody's separated by their groups and their parties. Nice spaced out, wearing masks and all that stuff. And then, yeah, so it's going to be as safe as possible. And but you know, some live theater, and so we're excited to do it. I figured I'd talk about that a little bit, and also answer all your questions and have some fun with some rhythms. If you guys want to like go through anything. Oh, cool. Jordan asks, What is the most challenging location you've ever danced at? Challenging location. Like whether that's a place, chapter, or just a venue. There was, where was it? Frankfurt, Germany. I was part of an Irish dance show out there. We toured through Frankfurt, Germany, and the venue we were dancing at was like an opera hall. So the floor was not built for Irish dancers or dancers of any kind, really. It was like a hard, concrete, just like hard floor. And so that like none of the singing and all of that would like vibrate off the, like, there's something about that, science? Yeah. So because of that, we still had to dance, we still had to perform, we still had to pound our feet on that floor, and it was so hard, it was so terrible. We all had to ice bath afterwards. That's the first one that came to my mind, because we all knew it. Like when we pulled into that venue and we did our stage call, and we were all on the floor, just like running through our numbers before the show. We were all like, there's no give on this floor. It's the opposite of this floor. This floor has a nice spring and give. There's a floor with zero give. And we did a 2-hour production on this. That was the worst. Yeah. All right. Cool. All right. I keep answering you guys' questions, but I feel like I'm going to record a TikTok. What do you guys think? If you guys have any tips on these, you gotta let me know. I've been told to do the trending music. So I found one, and we're gonna try and do it. All right. All right. So here's how I'm gonna do it. Where is it? Oh, I don't know where my tripod went. Oh, there you are. All right. Here's the plan. All right. Future TikTok Irish dancers, this is what I've learned. That is one of the easiest ways to record yourself dancing to a song. Because you run into the issue, your heartstrings are making too much noise. That like if you're just playing the tune on the screen, you're playing it from the speaker, you start dancing, you won't be able to hear it. So you gotta listen to it in the earbuds. So this is the strategy that I've found to work pretty decently. Okay, so you've got to go. Okay, so I'm using the big thing is I'm using 2 phones or 2 like devices. You need a device to play music and a device to record. Okay. This is you're learning some good stuff here, guys. It took me forever to figure this out. Okay. So I've got, this is like a little tripod holding the I don't know if you can see that. Tripod holding the phone, holds it in place, and then you can record. Yeah. So this is going to be our recording device. Okay, get out of here. You know what? I need to like, oh wow. I need to find that tune. Oh, I need to center this. So you don't want it to be like tip cross. Okay. Cool. So that's set up. Is that even? Don't mind me. All right. So once you set up your dancey dance, okay, and then more, not really pro tips but not. So I learned this by making the mistake. When you do TikTok videos, the whole bottom area of your video, because it's a vertical video, that whole bottom area is filled with text and your captions and your, likes and this and all that stuff. There's so much stuff that fills up like the first third of your screen. So when you're recording like a dance video, you want your dance feet are going to be down there, and you want like people watching your feet, right? So you want to kind of like how we're doing it with the stream, like there's some space at the bottom of the screen. You want to give yourself some space there so that when you're dancing and doing cool stuff, that it's not covered. So if you look at my TikTok, there's a few of the earlier videos where like literally like where my caption is where I'm also dancing. It looks terrible. Okay, so we have our video camera set up. Oh my gosh, just tuning back in. Where did the chat go? I'm terrible. Oh, live chat, boom. Oh, Emma's got to go. Okay, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in again. Appreciate it. Dawn says, thank you for sharing and teaching your tricks over the course of the past year. Oh, you're very welcome. Yeah, this has been fun. Yeah, when the pandemic started, I was like, that could be something productive to do, give people some opportunity to learn some new tricks and all that stuff. So I'm glad that really has helped. Cool. Thank you for joining the channel, joining the community. Appreciate it. Okay. And then really quick, what are tips for feshes? Is it better to think of it more as a show than a competition? Yes, you want to perform. You want your judges to like be comfortable with your performance and your dancing. If they're not comfortable, if you're not controlled and poised and have that performance, they're not going to feel comfortable. They're not going to ease into your dancing. So yes, the performance needs to be there. I've never been a big fan of the big cheesy smile though. Like, so to each their own, but I definitely think you do need to put a bit of performance into your dancing at a fesh. When you walk out on stage, eyes are on you. Like the second you're on stage, the competition's on, the performance is on. Don't wait until you start dancing to really put the performance on. Before and after you dance, you gotta sell it. So when you finish your dance, big smiles, all that kind of stuff. Super important, and I always made sure I did that when I was competing, and it always served me well. So hopefully that helped answer your question. Okay. Bring the house down over the weekend. Really nice to see you stream. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you from Hungary. Oh my gosh, that's like super late over there. So hopefully you're doing all right. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Wow. And thank you. I hope to. Oh, let's take this thingy off. How did you figure out properly? Yeah, we answered that question. Okay. Thanks, guys. Okay, so what we're gonna do to do this TikTok video, we're gonna do. Oh no, my AirPods are dying. Okay, but maybe the pod part isn't dying. Sweet. So I'm connecting this phone to my headphones, and that phone in front of me, the camera, is recording. So then you go find the sound that you want, and you do it on, hello, you do it on this, and that works. Oop. Okay, let's find a sound that we want to do. Sorry, I can't play the sound because I don't want the copyrights or anything to happen to the live stream on the YouTube. They get kind of mad if you play like a, whatever. All right. All right. So I'm playing, I don't know if you can see this, but I picked out, oh, it's Justin Bieber, What Do You Mean? It's a good tune. And yeah, so we're going to just dance to it. We'll have some fun with it. So then I'm gonna go to the phone and I'm gonna hit timer 10 seconds. So I'm gonna put this on a countdown so I know when to start dancing on this. Here we go. And play. Yeah. Woo. So, I think I missed a click on that. So I might try that again. But you just hear the music in your earbuds and you just have a nice little freestyle. So let me try that again. I forgot to hit it, so you want to do 60 seconds. So it stopped after 15 seconds. Here we go. Oop, timer up. Here we go. So it's starting. Oh, I goofed. Let's try that again. I wish you guys could hear the tune. It's very like doom 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 doom. But it feels very good to like jump in and do some cool stuff with that. Let's check the comments. Awesome, thanks. Thank you. Yeah, you got it. You got it, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Let's see if we can hit this out of the park. 60 seconds. Countdown. All right. Here we go. And something after that, yeah? Let's try that again. I think that's the play. Dig, 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 dig. Something like that, yeah? There we go. Something like that. I want to go. And maybe just roll it off, yeah? Something like that. I think that'd be really cool. Jordan says, something about clicks. I can never figure out how to do so many clicks at once. Well, I always tell people, you want the crossover, the turnout, and the pointing. All three of those things brings those heels more in strikeable range to run into each other, to have that like collision point where if you just pass your legs together, the heels just run into each other. I would never tell people to be like hit, like surgically hit your heels. It's all just like simple movements, but the heels being in the right place to make those collisions efficient. Because if my feet weren't turned out, those heels aren't going to run into each other. So I have to have the turnout. Same thing with the pointing. Because if I'm just doing that, the heels are going to fall together. So you need all those things, and you need both feet to be doing them together. So if one foot's super turned up but the other isn't, it doesn't work either. It's kind of silly to like show the example, but that's really true point. Let's try it. Here we go. See if we can get all of it in one go. Countdowns at 8, 7, 6, 5. All right, let's give it a shot. I think that's the winner right there. Okay, so what we do, let's go over to this cam. So we got our visual. Let's see. Take these ears. Take the ears out. Guys, if you're just tuning in, we've been answering questions. We're trying to figure out TikTok. I don't know if you can hear. Can't see that guy. So this is what we got. Play it again. Come on back. This is what we got. So you can't hear it, but I'm dancing to a Justin Bieber song. I think it's just going to cut right there. I'm just going to keep going. Then I look at the camera and then it just cuts out. So now I have that. I listen to the music through my earphones on a different phone. So now I sounds and I add this on there. Yeah. And I think I have to hang on while I line it up because I don't want it to trigger actually, yeah, because I don't want it to trigger the copyright thing. So I want to play this live. But really quick question. Captain America is a hottie, yeah. Live, yes. What hard shoes do you wear? I wear the rattiest, oldest Rutherford hard shoes. If you're looking at Irish dance shoes, I would recommend Rutherford. They last the longest. I've play tested a lot of different hard shoes, and I can tell you that those last the longest. Some are definitely prettier looking, but I kind of think the best thing is durability because nobody likes breaking a new pair of shoes. So, but if you're doing tap, I'd recommend the Capezio K360. Okay, I'm gonna mute this really quick, guys. Sorry, I'm editing this with songs, favorite songs, and I don't want it to chip on the YouTube and then like get flagged or anything. So I like fun music. I mean, I like a good Irish tune, but I do like fun songs. So right now I'm editing a TikTok to Justin Bieber's "What Do You Mean." If you know that tune, it goes like doom 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 da doom. Oh, I'm not a good singer, but you know what I mean. Like it's got that boom 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 boom, and you know that type of dance music is it's a good tempo for Irish dancing. So works well for me. Let me just finish this and yeah. Actually, I'm gonna take a quick break and we'll be right back. I'm gonna use the bathroom really quick. I'll be right back. All right, all right. We back. We back. We back. We back. All right. So we got it stitched. We got it ready. Um, Probably gonna choose something super simple, but yeah. Favorite songs to dance to though? Give it some thought. Um, Actually, hip hop songs and like trap songs actually fantastic to dance to. There's a lot of room in those songs for like extra rhythm. Um, yeah, so I love those as well. Cool, cool. Hope you're all doing well. Yeah, so we finished this TikTok. Let's see. You gotta like put like a little like looping thing. I'm trying to figure out what would look good. I think that'd be fine. And then I'm pretty straightforward on my captions. I'm just gonna say Beebs. Changaroo. Am I reading that right? Like a kangaroo? Changaroo. Yo, this timing is crazy. I'm taking a short break from practicing right now. How are you doing? Am I talking to a dog right now? Welcome to the live stream. We've been having fun with some dancing, answering some questions. Making TikToks. I'm trying to learn how to do that whole thing. Dancing. Setting up my hashtags right now. And then I think my favorite thing about TikTok is you can set it all up, get it ready to go, and you can hit the drafts and post it, in a better window. So like right now it's 8:30 at night, like everybody's kind of winding up the day. But I can draft that and I can put it up tomorrow. So cool. We got another one. You guys have any other ideas for a cool video or anything? What kind of tricks do you guys like? What would be good? What can we make? Kangaroo, yes, I'm good. Chat timing is taking a while. The chat timing is taking a while. Oh no, I'm sorry. That might be from the latency. I did a regular latency, and then so maybe next time I do this, I might do like the ultra low latency. I just wasn't sure if my computer could handle it or not, so just wanted to be on the safer side. Yeah, so we've got that video. Suppose we could do some click stuff. Those are always fun videos. All right. I'm a beginner, sort of. It's hard for me to do heel clicks. I'm afraid I'll trip over myself. I'll throw that up there so people know what we're talking about if we're just jumping in. So, yeah, I can tell you for sure, I have hit my shin, hit my ankles, hit my actual heels. I've done all of that before, and it hurts. And then you kind of just move on from it, like you don't dwell on it. Kind of helps you do it better the next time. But heel clicks is a weird thing, I've taught Irish dancers who did other dance forms beforehand, and they say, and I agree, this is difficult because our inclination when we're just walking or doing any other type of dance forms, is to not collide our feet together. You don't want to trip your feet together, you don't want that to happen because you'll trip. But in Irish dancing, we want to trip, but only a little bit. So it's a little bit different. So that's what makes it, like, the mental side of heel clicks is really weird and fascinating, I think. Yeah. So legs are just not close enough. So, yeah, class streams. Let's head over to here. Ooh, get over here. Put this camera down for now. Yeah. So we were talking about it earlier, but yeah, I mean, you probably heard this a million times, but it comes down to my three things for sure is the heel turnout, or the foot turnout, you want to be turned out. You want that crossover, and then when you leave the floor, you want to ping your toes to the floor. You want the point to happen. You don't want like a flexed foot, because when you point your toe, if you can see it, when you point your toe, your heel goes a little bit closer to the center, and I think the word would be exposing that heel, so that when you pass your feet, your heels collide into each other a little bit easier. It's a little bit easier to get that crossover, to get that heel click. Also with the crossover and all of that, I think what can also happen is we overcross everything, and that also will lead to a shin or a foot or something like that. So that's tricky. So we want to not cross over too much. I always say keep it in line with your belly button. So when we like bring our knees up, when we kick, we always want that to be in line with the belly button. We don't want that going over there. So when we're crossing over, our toes are in line with our belly button. So that when we cross over, there's not this huge like path we have to do. Just by bringing your foot to the center gets you the crossover you need to have your heels lined up for success, so to speak. And then from there, it's just, it's practicing, walking before you run, really, like a great example is just like sitting off the edge of a chair and practicing that, then practicing from one foot to the other, and then practicing 2 feet and then kick forward. Then do it going backwards. Things like that, like finding different ways to not just do one click, but do something more interesting with the one click, because that'll also happen where we want to do something more than just click our heels. And then, if you want to buff it up to the, well, actually before that, then you'd want to do a click forward and a click back, meaning like a lot of people call it a click down. So like the big version of it would be a big click down, but doing a click forward and doing a click back. The further away the click is from like your center, so like right underneath you, so if the click is happening up here or it's happening back here, the more difficult it gets. So doing a back click all the way up here is hard to get that accuracy, as opposed to like, that's a lot easier because it's closer to the center. It's a little easier to line up those heels. So if you're practicing that, if you're having trouble with your back clicks, I wouldn't say go for the click to be all the way up there. I would say have it low and practice low, and then make them bigger over time. Yeah, for sure. Heel clicks are tricky. How do you change feet? You just jumped on your toe. Ow. Hold on. Oh, I guess I can go boom, 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 boom. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I just found it like a key button, like a button that does it. That's cool. How do you change feet 2, 3? Not sure which trick that means. Let's see. Change feet 2, 3. If you're talking about like a over 2, 3, it's a simple exchange of body weight from one foot to the other. So you're kicking up and you're on your back foot. You're going to then exchange your weight onto your front foot, and then you're going to take that back leg, bring it forward, and step through on it. If that's what you mean, change 2, 3. A lot of people I've known have called it that. That's one of the weird things about Irish dancing is, ballet, there's like a specific trick name for each trick. But in Irish dancing, depending on the region you learned, you'll have a different name for a different thing. It's crazy. Yeah. Da-da-ba-da-da-da. Let's do another TikTok. I'm bored. I wanna move my legs. Bored as in I wanna get moving. And you guys got me inspired by some heel click stuff. So let's do a TikTok where it's like how many back clicks can you get in a row or something like that. That could be pretty fun. Let's try it. All right. Okay. Let's not do a timer on this one. All right, and I'm gonna say, how many back clicks can you do in a row? And then maybe like, is that how it works with the stitches? You can go like, how many back clicks can you do? And then they like stitch. Maybe that's how we do it. And then maybe we have you guys do it too. I don't know. Learning this new social media thing, you know? I don't know. Let's try it. How many back clicks can you do in a row? Let's try that one more time. How many back clicks can you do in a row? I'll start. And then the next part is just me doing a bunch of back clicks, yeah? Ooh. All right. And we'll do a timer for this so I can like actually prep for it. See how many I can do in a row. Do we get it? Oh, it's still going. I thought it finished already. Let's see what that looks like. Guys, I want to do that again. I want to see if I can get the whole minute. Whole minute of back clicks. See if we can do that. Whole minute of back clicks. Let's try it. I think we can do it. Whole minute of back clicks. Ah, dang it, I missed one. Oh, man. Oh. Whew. Exhausting. I'm like weirdly like into this now. Like I gotta do it. A full minute of back clicks. See if we can do it. All right, let's try it. We'll try it again. We've got this. Here we go. Ah. That was pretty good. It's pretty close. Man. Let's put that up on the chat. All right. There we go. That's scary. I'm like so afraid of heel clicks. The thing is, I'm not, I'm keeping it pretty close to my center. Like I'm really not crossing over like all the way on each back click. And that way I feel more comfortable that like I'm not gonna like click my ankle or things like that. And again, I've clicked every part of my foot. And it's not the scary thing. I don't know. You know how like when you get enough like blisters on your heels from like wearing your hard shoes, you get like callus and it's like, and you don't get as many blisters. Well, with heel clicks, the more you smack your actual heel or your ankle, it actually like doesn't hurt as much. And that's probably alarming in a sense, because maybe it's like the nerves are finally like giving out. But the thing is, yeah, Irish dancing will hurt from time to time. It's so fun. I think we all have fun with it. But sometimes we click our actual ankle and actual heel, and then it kind of hurts. Here we go. Let's see, check the text. Yeah, yep, I'm with you. I hear you. All right, let's try this again. I think we can do it. See if we can get the full thing. Hey, we got it. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna fall over. All right. You probably hear that. You know what? I'm gonna draft that. I don't know how many back clicks we did, but I know that nobody has ever done that before because it's too obnoxious to have actually been done before. Changaroo, I think you're the only one still here. Anybody else still out there? We have been live streaming since 7. I wanted to go till 9, so we'll probably tune off in about 8 minutes, guys. I want to thank you for staying to this point, Changaroo. You came in a little later on, but I'm glad that you made it. that we got here. It's been great. Hey, how we doing, Yang Yu? Thank you for tuning in again. Ooh, I'm putting the slippers on. I'll probably do a stretch after you guys all leave. But this has been fun. I've had a lot of fun doing this. Still here, Jordan. How we doing? Thanks for tuning in and witnessing that obnoxious display of back clicks. Hopefully it was a good enough example of how like you want to hit the center. You don't want to like overcross like through all the passes. Like you really want to hit that center with your heels. And then you're not going to like run into the other shoe. You're going to run into heels. They're the shoe heel, not your actual heel. Yeah. So, while you're all still here, I'll just mention this. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, I'd highly appreciate that. When you're subscribed, you'll get little comments and stuff about like when the next whatever we're doing is next, whether it's a video or a live stream like this. Can you see this sweat? This is real sweat. Yeah. Ooh. Still here. All right, Allie. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Judy says, love how you break down the steps. Thank you. Let me know, like, in future comments, like, what you'd like broken down more or what you want to see next. If you'd like to, should I keep doing these live streams? This feels pretty fun. I had fun doing this. We got some videos out of it. We had some fun. We could do this. We could break down stuff on the live stream. Yeah. Kathy says, hi Tyler, very cool. When I danced hard shoe, I was terrified of heel clicks. Did you switch to heel clicks or did you change to Shanos because of heel clicks? I hope not. Heel clicks are so much fun. Just keep them low when you first start. The first thing people always want to do when they get their hard shoes is they want to wind up for a big old click down, but you really have to like gauge it first. You got to walk before you run, and so you want to do those little clicks first. You want 2 feet to 2 feet. Holding onto a wall if even, you always want to, like even like the trickier jump clicks that I do now, I do the same process. I slow it down. I, hold onto a wall or hold onto something for balance. Like you always got to take things slow first and then you work your way. Still here? All right. Thank you, Allie. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. Appreciate all you guys. Thank you. Glad that you stayed on. I think we'll do more of these live things. Maybe we'll try and do one each week. That could be fun. I'll keep you posted on the channel, so subscribe if you want to know when that's happening. I also have a Patreon. If you'd like to be a patron, I've got 4 patrons. Thank you so much to my patrons. It's like $3 a month, so it buys me a coffee. If you want to buy me a coffee, you can head over to Patreon. That's in the captions below. Buying me a coffee allows me to edit more videos and break down more fun stuff. is how I want to put it. Changaroo, thanks for the tips. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. Thanks for joining the group. It's been a fun time. Kathy let's pull you up a little bit. Just fell in love with Shanos and had some feet injuries that made hard shoe dancing painful. Yeah. $1 million idea. If somebody can invent a more healthy hard shoe, I'm a big fan of Rutherford shoes, but they still don't have so much. They don't have too much support. It's only so much support you can throw on. Yeah, I hear you. Whew. It's been some good fun, guys. And I'm out of tea, so it's good timing, I think. Whoop. Again, I'm performing this weekend with Real Rhythm, and in Delaware, if you're in the area. Caption below is where you can find tickets in person. It's not live streamed. We did that last month. We're gonna do this. This is live, safe, low capacity, only small amount of people separated by tables because it's a dinner theater. So you're only with your party. So it's a safe environment. If you know anybody on the East Coast that would like to see some Irish dancing and tap dancing, live theater in a safe environment, the tickets are down below. Delaware is kind of close to everything on the East Coast. It's pretty cool like that. So if you're there, yeah. What tea is that? I'm drinking a weird herbal tea. Actually, it's orange and cinnamon, and you wouldn't expect those two tastes to combine well. But I tried it, and it's actually pretty awesome. And it's caffeine free. I was gonna go with caffeine, but it's like 9 o'clock now. It's almost bedtime, So okay, if you end the live stream, bye. Thanks a lot again. Thank you. Thanks for joining the group. Subscribe to the channel. We're gonna try and do this every week. Attempt at least. Have fun with it. I love tea. Yeah, it's the best. When I'm teaching, that's like a hot drink in my hand. That's like my I don't know. That's always just a comfort to like be in the studio, teaching and hot beverage. Mornings coffee, late afternoons tea. Always does the job. You guys, thanks so much. Again, subscribe if you're not. Patreon down below. Become a patron if you'd like to buy me my next tea. And yeah, I'll post when the next thing or this will happen. But thank you all for joining. This was so much fun. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time. I'll see if I can keep this on the channel too. If you want to if you came in late and want to see the earlier parts, I think I can keep it on here. So, all right, goodbye, everybody. Farewell. Ooh, thanks for the like. Appreciate you all. Thank you. Woohoo. All right.